Excellencies, Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, I regret I could not be with you in person, but I wanted to send a personal message to the participants of this important event. Despite contributing very little to the causes of climate change, least developed countries are among the most vulnerable to its impact. Just this year, many LDCs across Africa are facing a prolonged drought. About 68 million people in Southern Africa are experiencing its catastrophic effects, including widespread crop failure. Zimbabwe, Zambia, and Malawi have already declared the food crisis a state of disaster. In the Asia-Pacific region, countries like Bangladesh, Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, and Nepal are among the top 10 most vulnerable to flooding, with large parts of their population at risk. We cannot let climate-related crises become the norm. The world must move further, faster on climate mitigation, adaptation, and loss and damage. Given this, it is now more important than ever to deliver at the scale and speed needed to keep our climate goals within reach. Today, we would like to provide a brief update on the COP29 Presidency's plan for this year's negotiations. While we will make space for discussions on all pillars of the Paris Agreement at COP29, climate finance will be a core component of our plan to enhance ambition and enable action. Central to this will be the new collective quantified goal on climate finance. Agreeing to a new goal will be critical to enabling climate action in developing countries and responding to the outcomes of the global stocktake. We understand that there is still work to do to agree a fair and ambitious NCQG, and so we have intensified political engagement. To this end, we will build on the momentum from the first Heads of Delegation retreat with a second meeting in October in Azerbaijan. It is critical that we accelerate action on climate finance that is accessible and that works for all, and especially for the most vulnerable. We look forward to hearing your contributions at this meeting. Looking beyond the NCQG, we also see the need to remove the barriers that stop developing countries from investing in climate action. We will continue to urge multilateral development banks and international financial institutions to improve access to concessional finance. We will urge progress at the World Bank and IMF fall meetings, which are the last chance to show progress on this issue before COP29. We must also enhance ambition as we look to implement the outcomes of the global stocktake. This means striving for the highest possible ambition in national climate plans, including national determined contributions and national adaptation plans. These plans are important roadmaps for action, helping to guide investment and keep 1.5 within reach. But we know that many countries need support to develop these plans. That's why we are calling for the Green Climate Fund to speed up support for the development and implementation of NAPs. We are also working with our Troika partners in the United Arab Emirates and Brazil on the roadmap to Mission 1.5 to mobilize the expertise and capacity of the UN system behind the next generation of LDCs. We will hold another event with our Troika partners to help drive LDC ambition during New York Climate Week this September. Finally, we will continue to push for more action to fully activate the fund for responding to loss and damage. We will work with the fund to help drive progress and will host the third meeting of the board of the fund in September in Azerbaijan. We will continue to call for further pledges, as significantly more is still needed to protect you and other vulnerable communities. In the coming weeks, we will share an update on the COP29 Presidency's action agenda. This will set out how we will support global climate goals and mobilize a wider group of stakeholders towards climate action. This will include initiatives and declarations on issues that are important to countries represented here today, including agriculture, water, green energy, and human capital. We look forward to sharing more and will continue to seek input from you to deliver an action agenda that addresses everyone's priorities and concerns. Colleagues, friends, we hope that your discussions in the coming days will be productive. The COP29 Presidency look forward to seeing the outputs of this meeting. Thank you.